Ah, console war. I think you guys need to know that you're doing exactly what the companies want you to do by fighting over this. You're boosting sales, you're boosting pre-orders, generating interest, and sales, and that's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. It's a good practice that's going on right now. One console is outshining the other one in terms of the public eye, and that's good. You know, there's always going to be somebody to one up the other. That's what gives you better products, and in the end, it's better for all of us. But don't take it personal. I think too many people are taking this personally. You know, I've seen way too many videos from people talking about, I've been a gamer all my life. I've never seen a company do this to the fans and hurt us like... Come on. Relax. Nobody's hurting you. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and forcing you to buy anything. You feel some type of loyalty to a company based on their products, but that's ridiculous. That concept is ridiculous. You should not have a loyalty to a company based on their products. You should have a loyalty to a company based on performance, based on, you know, what they give you. And that should be fluid. It should be changing. You know, as a consumer, you should be more concerned about what your money goes to and where it goes. You shouldn't pay for things that make you unhappy, and you also shouldn't just buy into something because of the company that represents it. You know, that's the same thing that goes for cars, it's the same thing that goes for phones, it's the same thing that goes for any product out there. And the fact that there's some kind of console war going on right now because fans of companies are actually arguing with each other over it is ridiculous. You know, I try to be objective to this whole thing. So I try to point out where certain things might not be so bad and some things might be a little bit worse than they seem. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm doing for you guys. Because me, when it comes to purchasing the consoles, I like to wait. I didn't buy the Xbox 360 on launch day. You know, I waited a little while. I wanted to see performance. I've never had a console red ring on me. Ever. I did have an Xbox that died, but it died 1 year ago after a long time of performance. Alright, and it still actually works partially. It really still works, but it got old. It got beat up. You know, it went through moves and everything. It got beat up. I didn't take good care of it either. But the point is, I like to wait before I spend an astronomical amount of money on something. I like to wait until I see how it performs. You know, what most people are going on right now is what the companies are telling you. That's awesome. That's fine and dandy. But have a little bit more common sense. Alright, you want to have that brand new Xbox or that brand new PlayStation on day one. That's cool. It's your money. You do what you got to do with it. But having a war over words, over rhetoric, because that's what this is. It's a war over rhetoric. It's a war over which company is advertising their product better. I'd have to say PlayStation is doing a better job of telling the fans what they want to hear. But that doesn't always turn out to be what you think it is. You know, the Xbox 360 did that when it first launched. And what happened? There were a hell of a lot of people pissed off when their consoles red ringed and they couldn't get them to play. And you had to go to YouTube to find cheap techniques to fix that shit because the companies weren't always replacing them, things like that. You don't know what's going to happen. For all you know, the PlayStation 4, when it comes out, will not function properly. Any of these features they tell you about won't work. The free titles they say they're offering you might suck. Who knows? Who knows? You know, the third-party DRM might be ridiculous too. Who knows? Maybe Microsoft might change their tactics and might not actually enforce this DRM policy they're doing. You know, there's a lot of hate going on. Who knows? By the time the consoles launch, you don't know what to expect. So what I'm telling you guys is, there's no point in having a war over this. I don't even know why I'm using the word war. In real wars, people die. People fight. People fight for things like freedom, not for fucking video game consoles. So calm down! Alright? Relax. You know, just pay a little bit more attention to what you're investing in with your money. I like to spend a little bit more time before I do it, but, you know, not everybody's like that. But I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of advice here. You don't know what you're going to get until you finally have it. You know, all you're going off of is what the companies tell you, and they're always going to try and tell you what you want to hear. In this specific case, Microsoft might not be doing that as much as Sony is, but for the most part, both companies are trying to offer, you know, consoles that play games, and everything else is secondary. So anyway, that's my commentary. I'm not going to draw this one out. I just think this whole console war thing is ridiculous, and I'm tired of seeing 50 million videos of PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. Alright, and I know you're probably getting tired of that too, considering the views are starting to drop again after like one day. So anyway guys, that's my commentary, those are my thoughts. Heed my words, heed my advice, just be a little bit more conscious of what you're paying for, and understand that sometimes you just don't know until you finally get it. It's been your boy the Black Love, hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I'm out. Peace. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you like it, and until next time I'm out. Peace.